Welcome to the Online Graduate Research Practicum Forum for Spring 2019. My name is Tonia Howze, and I will be your presenter. I am a graduate student in the Masters of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies program in the Department of Occupational, Workforce, and Leadership Studies at Texas State University. The title of my practicum is Junior Reserve Training Corps Junior ROTC Program Leadership Development Requirements, LDRs, and Viability Retention Rates. The purpose of my practicum was to explore what types of leadership development requirements, LDRs, and STEM programs that would be beneficial to the junior ROTC program success in rural areas and lead to an increase in program cadet retention rates. Based on this, I conducted my practicum at Cold Spring Oakhurst High School, located in Cold Spring, Texas. I chose this site because I am the senior aerospace science instructor. Over the course of the past few years, the retention vitalization rates for the junior ROTC programs in our county and surrounding counties have had a decline in program enrollment. My first objective was to expand my cross-cultural global awareness by researching and educating myself on the history of the Air Force Junior ROTC program. The Junior ROTC program began in 1911 in Cheyenne, Wyoming. The originator of this idea was Army Lieutenant Edgar R. Stevers, assigned the duty of inspector instructor for the organized military of Wyoming. The National Defense Act of 1916 authorized a junior course for non-college military schools, high schools, and other non-preparatory schools. The Army implemented Junior ROTC in 1916. Public Law 88647, commonly known as the Reserve Officer Training Corps Vitalization Act of 1964, directed secretaries of each military service to establish and maintain junior ROTC units at public and private secondary schools which apply for and are eligible according to the regulations established by each secretary. With a modest beginning of 20 units in 1966, Air Force Junior ROTC Reserve Training Corps has grown to over 900 units throughout the world, including units located in the Department of Defense in Europe, the Pacific, and Puerto Rico. Junior ROTC enrollment worldwide includes 121,000 cadets. Only boys were allowed as cadets in 1966, but Public Law 93-165 amended the requirement that junior ROTC units have a minimum number of physically fit male students, thus allowing female students to count toward the minimum students needed for a viable unit. In 1972, the enrollment included 2,170 females, making up 9% of the Corps. Since then, the number of females has increased to over 38% of the Cadet Corps. The Air Force Junior ROTC program provides citizenship training and an aerospace science program for high school youth enrolled in the program. My next objective was intellectual development. I learned that the leadership development requirements are the cornerstone of a junior ROTC program. They are designed to build character, citizenship, and expand the student's skills in critical thinking, problem solving, communication, life skills, collaboration, creativity, and innovation. Within this objective, my goal was to educate board members, school administrators, counselors, teachers, parents on the leadership development requirements. Air Force Junior ROTC is a 3 to 4 year program for high school students. The 4th year is available in schools that have 9th through 12th grades. The curriculum includes aerospace science, leadership education, and wellness. All students must be given credit towards graduation for successfully completing the Air Force JROTC academic year per the Air Force School Agreement. Aerospace science acquaints students with the elements of aerospace and the aerospace environment. It introduces them to principles of aircraft flight and navigation, the history of aviation, development of air power, contemporary aviation, human requirements of flight, cultural and global awareness, geography, the space environment, space programs, space technology, rocketry, propulsion, and aerospace industry and survival. Our STEM program is a curriculum-based subject area designed for students to better understand science and math related curriculum, improve critical thinking skills, and help cadets be competitive in the 21st century learning environment. Air Force Junior ROTC has established partnerships with organizations such as the Air Force Sergeants Association, Civil Air Patrol, the National Association of Rocketry, and the Academy of Model Aeronautics to include STEM opportunities with aerospace science curriculum. STEM education is the international integration of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and either associated practice to create a student-centered learning environment in which students investigate and engineer solutions to problems and construct evidence-based exploration of real-world phenomenon with focus on students' social, emotional, physical, and academic needs. My third objective was career exploration. During my practicum, I visited 4 different junior ROTC programs, 2 Air Force junior ROTC programs, Willis High School and Splendora High School, and 2 Army units, Shepherd High School and Livingston High School. Visiting these units helped me gain an understanding that we all have the same struggles that we face when it comes to maintaining a junior ROTC viability retention rates. These objectives contributed to my career goals by allowing me to gain an understanding of how to promote our junior ROTC program and allowed for me to better be equipped and comfortable with educating my administrators, school counselor, board members, parents, superintendent, and teachers, and the San Jacinto County community on what leadership development and co-curricular programs promote a vital program while maintaining student interest while increasing our retention rates. I truly enjoyed the leadership development requirements exploration. I had the opportunity to visit with 2 Air Force Junior ROTC units and 2 military science units. Those units were Army, and learned about different types of leadership development requirement programs they were offering to their students. Some examples of their leadership development programs was archery, marksmanship, curriculum and action activities, which included field trips to aerospace science facilities, military museums, to NASA, to commercial airports, and to military bases. After researching and visiting each unit, I discovered that each unit had something in common. Out of the 5 units that I explored, including our unit, we share some of the same programs, strengths, and weaknesses. At our school, Cold Spring Oakhurst High School and at Willis High School were both Air Force Junior ROTC units, and we have maintained a healthy viability retention rating for the last 3 years. Whereas Splendora High School, which is an Air Force Junior ROTC unit, was on probation last year for not maintaining their viability retention, while Livingston High School, which is an Army military science unit, lost their junior ROTC unit due to low enrollment and instructor conduct. Shepherd High School is currently below their viability rating. We all share the same struggles, students in constant transition from school to school, lack of parent support, especially for LDRs that are conducted after school. a lack of acknowledgement of the Air Force JROTC program, not only from parents but from the staff and from school administrators in regards to the JROTC program and the added benefits it has for the district. I found that each school LDRs mirror each other with the exception of the Army units that have an archery program and a marksmanship program, which are very successful. So what determines a school viability retention rate and successful program? The success of a junior ROTC program is based on the unit's viability retention rate. In other words, meaning maintaining and growing the program with the number of students remaining in the program. The viability retention rating is based on 10% of the school's population. If a school's junior ROTC program fails to meet the viability retention rating, the school goes on probation for a year and would be in jeopardy of losing the junior ROTC program. That is why it's important to survey the students to pique their interest and reach out to each junior ROTC units to inquire on what LDRs they are engaging in to aid in the progress and success that contributes to an incline in the program's viability retention rating. I hope that you please keep watching. Thank you. During my practicum, I engaged my intellectual development and augmented my practicum experience. I chose the author, Michael Wetzel, producer, editor, and contributor of the book titled The Air Force Reserve Officer Training Corps Curriculum Guide. This guide greatly contributed to my intellectual growth. In October of 2018, I had the pleasure of inviting Mr. Wetzel to our school to speak to our school administrators and my superintendent and school counselor to give them more insight on the Air Force Junior ROTC academic program, the program accreditation, and the viability retention rating, and our leadership development program requirement programs, helping them to understand the cultural studies that students learn to see the world through many different perspectives. Aerospace science really truly introduces students to a study of world affairs, regional studies, and cultural awareness. Students learn to explore and discover the processes that shape the earth, the relationships between people and environments, and the links between people and places. So within these reflections, I wanted to share with you what I learned about the practicum, about myself within the context of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The strengths I discovered were new opportunities. The junior ROTC program can provide an opportunity for students to start a new life outside of Cold Spring. And I was mainly looking at my high school in this perspective. Some of the weaknesses a cadet may encounter within the county that I work in or the community that I work in is the lack of parent support. Again, I talked about that earlier. The lack of knowledge, the fear of expanding their knowledge base within the area of junior ROTC and any kind of CAPE programs. The lack of community knowledge in regards to the junior ROTC program and the career opportunities that it has to offer. The lack of knowledge from the school staff and school administrators in regards to the junior ROTC program and the added benefits it has for the school district. I often stress to my students that they do not have to be a product of their environment, that it is important for them to strive beyond their potential. For them, their reality is drugs, homelessness, human trafficking, constant school-to-school transition, dropping out of school, or even ending up in jail. So I know this has been a lot for you to take in, but before I close, I just want to share with you my future career plans. My goal is to continue to pursue a career as an aerospace science instructor after graduation. I discovered that the success of the Air Force Junior ROTC program and increasing the junior ROTC vitalization rate thrives on the preservation of the leadership development requirements and co-curricular activities. I was able to develop a working group with the Air Force and the Army instructors to network with partners, or to network and partner with on the different LDRs to help increase each unit's viability rating, and to work on our strengths and weaknesses that I identified. I think overall it was a great learning experience for each of us, and to know that we have support within our county and surrounding counties. LDRs are very influential to students' decision to remain in the program. The Air Force JROTC program is designed to prepare students for life after high school in a high-tech, global, oriented, and diverse workplace in the 21st century. I believe I found my niche in junior ROTC. I appreciate your time, and I hope you enjoyed my practicum overview thus far. On the YouTube page below, please indicate your anonymous preference for the practicum by clicking on one of these icons. Also, please post your comments and questions in the YouTube comment section below. I will respond to your inquiries posted below between April 1st and 14th through this webpage. Thank you so much.